Hi everyone, myself Ravi, bearing USN 1V 20 MT 400. So today I'm here to explain you about my internship program, which is done in Bharat Heavy Electronics Limited, and I'm guided by Murgesh PD, and my external guide was Amarjyoti Saikya. So these are my contents, which I'm going to explain you. So the internship certificate about company profile, about company objectives, work carried out, scope of work, and future goals. So this is my internship certificate, which is provided from the BHEL company, which has my credentials and all, and signed by HR authorities. So the next one is, what about company profile? As we all know, BHEL is a government company, so it has 180 products, more than 180 products offering, and it has an engineering manufacturing company. So 115 branches all over India. So it is a large company in designing, engineering, construction, communication services, and all. It has been very big hand. So the massive network is of BHEL company. So 15 manufacturing unit across the India. So it is very specialized in manufacturing electrical electrical equipments and electrical transmission equipments. So and turbines, engines, and all. So brief history of a company. So the BHL is been insisted to start by um Saram Visvesvaraya when the Mysore province was started. Then it was started by our Honorable Prime Minister, who was Dr. Jawaharlal Nehru, and as BHE and Yeshwantpura unit has specialized and specifically designed in engineering and manufacturing supply services and power plant equipments manufacturing. So the main component is generators, boilers, and all. So the next thing is the work scope of PHL Yeshwantpura unit. So what is the work scope of PHL Yeshwantpura units? Serving of wide range of power plants equipment. So the next stage of PHEL was serving the range of equipments to the power services and power transmission. So the first one is steam turbines, generators, gas turbine generator, hydraulic turbine generator, boilers, heat exchangers, control system instruments. All these systems has to be controlled. So all controller units will also be generated in BHL itself. So then the BHL has focusing on development and significant effect on development and research, the important development research. So it has collaborated with groups like IITs and abroad development technologies too. So it will have significant impact on development and research. So R&D is very uh, useful. So then the contribution of overall BHEL to the country. So the first BHEL is a government company. So it is run by a government administration. So will be useful and it will generate economy to the country. So the first economical generation or economic generating thing is power generation capacity. So the power generation capacity has been increased. So then the employment generation, as usual, the company has a big fletch of employment. So employment will be increased, so and the source will be increased, and the GDP will also increase. So infrastructure development. So it is as it is a government company. So the any government is going to develop one similar projects so that the infrastructures and all will be provided by BHL itself. So then the technology transfer and engineering. So they will pick the brilliant minds of India. So the technology will transfer and indigenousness will transfer. So the next one is social and environmental responsibilities. Social and environmental responsibilities are the main factors that has to be that every uh, company has to focus is. So BHL is very having a very good impact on social and environmental responsibilities as they are providing many issues and many environmental support to the India. So then the main products, coming to the main products that we are going to discuss. So production processes. So first one is ceramic insulator, composite insulator, selective catalytic reduction, and photovoltaic cell and Christmas tree. Christmas tree is not as the tree which is used in Christmas. It's a oil filtration tree, and the components of oil filtration trees will be produced in BHGL, not the whole Christmas tree. So then the first process is manufacturing insulators. Insulator manufacturing process has first process raw material, importing raw material, which is China clay main raw material, and the clay, normal clay. So the next thing is some alumina acids and all the other components, secret ingredients. So then the all these raw materials were placed into a ball mill. Ball mill is a turning mill which will turn the raw materials and rotate along with, and it will be mixing with water and all. So the slurry and all output will be slurry. So ball mill output will be slurry. It will called as slurry. So then it will be go on to the tanking process, which is a big huge tanks which is storing the slurry in it. And next one is filtering process has some pressure filtrations which will be put under high pressure and pressed, and all excess amount of water will be removed from it. So next one is pug mill is a thing which measures and cuts accordingly to the mm, measurements. Then the measurements will be given, and the puck mill will cuts, and some 3 to 4 days of time period has to be done. So it has to be cooled down and harden enough to vertical mill. Vertical milling is nothing but the lathe machine, which is like it is placed in vertical position, so it has a very good precision of cutting, and the BHL has some effective workers in it, so it will be very good shaping technology. And next one is glazing and firing. Glazing is a coating of some mechanic sorry compact and coloring process. So the glazing will be coated along with the ceramic insulators, and firing is one which is all the elements have been racked over a trolley, and it has to be sent to the furnace, and the furnace has a amount of heat 10,000 degrees inside it, and it will be fully heated, and it will provide some durability and the insulating property to the ceramics. So next thing is testing. Testing, as usual, there are 3 types of testing: electrical testing, mechanical testing, and durability testing. So next thing is packing. Packing is a process of making uh, making covering the product with wooden and steel bars, so that the pack inside material will not be harmed. So next thing is transportation. Wherever it is ordered, that will be transported to the company or ordered customer. The next thing is composite insulators. So let me speak about what is insulator. Insulator is a device which is used in transmission line or transmission of uh, electricity, where one end will be provided with electricity and the other end will be zero volts or zero electricity. No transfer. It is no transfer medium of electricity. So because of that property, insulators are used in transmission lines. So the next thing is composite insulators. Composite insulators has the process of raw material cleaning, comparing, cramping, and pre-coating, and injection molding, deflashing, and testing. So next thing, the electrical insulator made up of composite materials, and they are very lightweight and superior strength and durability because of rubbery and plastic substances. So the higher resistance. Raw material is rubber, and it has been cleaned because of minute particles of dust will be present. So that dust or metal will act as a conductor, so that it has to be removed, and crimping is cutting and chopping and preheating. So next is primer coating is inside the injection molding. Simple or small amount of injection is given, and the next thing is fully filled with injection. And next is deflashing, getting all the excess parts, taking out of all excess parts. And next is testing. As usual, both the testing will be same. Next one is selective catalyst reduction. Very important thing in the production process, because NOx emissions are the affecting factor that is going to affect the air pollution. And also air pollution is generally made through coal burn, and also the energy has been generated through the coal. So the coal burn is high, that has to be reduced, or NOx emission has to be reduced, so that the selective catalytic converter NOx can be converted from one form to another form by the catalytic converters. So the catalytic converters are very useful. So the next thing is, what is NOx? NOx is a nitric oxide, and where the diesel engine and the coal burn produces it. So then the catalytic often thread with area ammonia, and users carry out the reaction. So the ammonia is the main material which is carrying out the reaction process, and this reaction process makes NOx into nitrogen and water vapors, which is a nitrogen is abundantly available gas, so that nitrogen will not be harmful to the humans and all. And then the water vapor, as usual, water is something which is very useful. So the SCR development was started in Japan 1970, first was developed in 1960, then gradually evolved. Then this is a production process. So the first thing is meter mixture. Meter mixture has a clay and secret ingredients in it, so ammonia in it, and then it has to be unloaded in small tubs, and it has stored. Then the subsequently there are machines which is making expanded steel metals and pores. The pores will be done on the steel sheets by expanding it. This is expanded steel metal. So then it has given to one production unit, that is came through from Germany. Germany has made this machine, so that the machine is the pulling out the steel metal, and the kneader mixture element will be poured upon it. So the coating will be done on the line. The coating will be done, and the coating will be dried by uh, IR rays. Then it will be going to cutting cutters. It will cut according to the shapes. Then That cut plates will be organized by robotic arms in one tray. Then tray will be taken up and placed in row. Then all this process will be uh, done, and it has to be waited and it has to be cooled down so that then it will be transmitted. Then these are the main factors or main process has to be done in the CR process. So the kneader mixture is one of the main factor which is mixing all the key ingredients and expands sheet metal, which gives the durability to the catalytic converter and which holds the shapes. And coating line which is gathering all these two elements and holds together. Then the bonding and cutting, bending and cutting. So it has to be the gas pass over the uh, catalytic converter, so it has to be bended, and some gas goes through the catalytic converter and some gas passes, and the layer of this has to be done so that it converts NOx to water vapor and the nitrogen. So next will be testing and packing. Testing is very important because the product is good or not, it has to be tested, and whatever you make, it has to be a perfect one. So next thing is solar photovoltaic. Self photovoltaic is, as we all know, solar energy is a renewable energy which can use in any of the situations because energy is abundantly available. So the solar energy conservation system maximum efficiency and effective of solar energy capture and utilizations. So the application includes residential home, commercial buildings, off-grid systems, and transportation among others, etc. So, and the solar panel converts sunlight into electricity through solar cells made up of silicon, and the sunlight causes electrons in the silicon flow generates a DC voltage. So the DC electric converts when AC with an inverter, so it has to be used in the home and domestic users and business users. So all these are the uses of solar energy and solar benefits. So this is the production process, laying up and inspection. For the first thing is to be importing. We don't have a proper production unit of solar cell. Solar cell will be imported, and the solar cell will be laid up, and every solar cell is connected with the steel wiring up, and it has a series connection because it has to be given very high amount of energy output. So then lamination is nothing but pouring out the lamination material on it, and it has to be dried out. And next thing is framing is one of the aluminum framing. They will use 3 into 7 feet of frames which is fitted with laminated and inspected solar cells, and it has going to all the required components will be added in the framing. Then it is going to testing has some important features of voltage testing, current testing, and sunlight testing. Sunlight is nothing but they are providing an artificial sun energy, and that will be checking with how much of energy unit is generating from the one single solar panel unit. So next is cleaning. All the process has some uh, unwanted substances on it, so it has to be cleaned, and then it will be packed and transported. Then this is one of the picture that the robot is taking and arranging solar cells accordingly. Then what is the task done by us as interns? So I watched the company's internal production of variety products. So the company has variety of products in it. So I have been gone through all the processes. So the brief impact on me is that the process is big, but the process is very soft and smooth going on its way. no any other influences on it, so it is very soft and smooth. So this makes us interactive and attractive too. I was assigned to work engineering department, so vex I was posted under vex, so that work engineering department. Throughout my internship I worked there itself. So the vex department, um, you the process of X department is to observe all the machineries and all, so that if any machinery is not working, it has to be perfect, so that as we use our engineering knowledge to better it. And if there is any loss of machinery or unused machinery is there, so the wax department will make it useful, or next generation machine by using all the components in it. So this is a process of X departments, and this is a very interesting process because something which is not used or useless, so we are going to make it as useful and very useful, and it will make very good impact on the company. So the what is the future scope? So the future scope is ensuring large technology and manufacturing process of power sectors. So as usual, the power sector will be increased and opportunities with experienced professionals to learn about industry's best practices. So as I said, there are many very good minds of India. So the experienced person experiences that has been shared through the process. So we are glad to it. So this process is very good. So and the potential career opportunities in various fields, including engineering, research and developments, and management too. So I have been guided through that there are many opportunities in engineering and research and development fields and managing fields too. This has been taught me that very important features of engineering and exploring of my career. So exposure to emergency fields, renewable energy, as BHEL invest in this area. So as I said, solar energy is renewable energy. So the BHL is investing on this. So I got exposure that renewable energy is future. So then the conclusion, as I said, we have had a comprehension treatment experience and is now ready to confront our professional opportunities. Then the internship PHL exposed them to interpersonal relationship practices issues and exceptional performance under the effective guidance. So next thing is gain knowledge of complex procedures for maintaining sustainable machineries and managing it. So knowledge that have been gained from PHL, maintaining sustainable machineries and all, and exceptional performance under the guidance. And we have comprehensions, treatments, experiences of very good, advanced experience persons, intents, and all. We have gone through it and we have experienced it. So, thank you. This is it for today. So, do you have any queries and all? So, please post it. I'm here to solve all those things. And please subscribe and like, share. Thank you. This is it for today. So, do you have any doubts? Please post it.